Hey YouTube, Mario Gonzalez again here with real estate tips, tricks, information, and education. Do us a favor and smash that subscribe button real quick so we can get more information to you and help spread it to other people the same way. Today the question has been asked, how do I sell my home without a realtor? And we're going to get into that in just a second. Now, full disclosure, I have sold several homes without a realtor, even before I was a real estate agent. But again, full disclosure, I've been a licensed real estate agent for a long time. And I'm happy to go through the steps, especially today's crazy market, and answer this question. How do you sell a home without a realtor? So I'm giving you basically kind of 10 steps on how to do it, 10 things you should think about. But I would really appreciate it if you look at the next video. I'll link it at the end. That is the full real estate transaction steps, all the steps in a real estate transaction that a realtor does, and everything that each one entails, because it is very involved. Okay, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this. Okay, so you're a for sale by owner or a do-it-yourself seller and you want to sell the home by yourself. It can be done. Now, again, I'm all about full disclosure. So if you look across the National Association of Realtors, the majority of people that sell their home by themselves, FSBOs or for sale by owners, don't get as high of a price per square foot or home on average than about 80% of the real estate agents out there. So you are taking a little bit of a risk, but it can be done. So here's about 10 things you need to do. So the first thing is curb appeal. Your home needs to be attractive to people on the outside before they even come to the inside. Okay, and you can do simple things. Cleaning up the exterior, taking stuff away, moving the car out of the driveway, pressure washing the driveway in the house, repainting if necessary, mulch to the beds, trim the hedges, trim the lawn, pick up weeds, all that type of stuff. But you want to make the curb appeal kind of pop on your home. Now the second thing is, when they get inside, you want it to look as attractive to everybody else. So the second piece inside is what we'll call staging or decorating. Now, if you have a bunch of stuff in your home and you live in it, that's fine. We've got kids, stuff all over the place. Then you can hire a professional organizer that can come in and tell you, hey, you probably want to minimize a little bit of this or do that. Now, the second thing is there with the staging is professional stagers, I mean, they earn their keep and they're fantastic. So if your home is vacant, you really want them to come in and maximize the space and they'll professionally stage it. Now, the third thing is you have to capture that curb appeal and the staging with professional photography. Now, I can't underestimate how awesome professional photography is. Now, we have people all the time that say, oh, I've got a great cell phone camera. Well, I don't care what kind of cell phone camera it is. You want a professional. Let me show you these two photos here. All right, this photo right here is before staging and before professional photography. So this is a dining room. Now, I took this picture with my cell phone and you can't even really tell it's a dining room. Now let's look at the after. This is it after it has been professionally staged and professional photography. Even the lighting is perfect. See how you can see inside and outside, the window and the lighting, it's all great. Now let's look at the same thing on a living room. So here's a living room in the same house. I took this picture with my cell phone. This is before. Now let's look after with professional staging and photography. So hopefully you can see the difference there. I mean, it's like night and day. Which brings me to part number 4, and that is marketing your home. Now, this is probably the most critical thing that a real estate professional can do for you, but there still are some things that you can do there. You can put your home on Zillow, Trulia, or Realtor.com and sites like that, and you can use your professional photography and everything and advertise it there. What the real estate agent is also going to do for you is they're going to put it in the multiple list system. Now that is a system where it's a database of all the real estate agents that shows every single home that's there, and that goes out to thousands, millions of people across the nation, but thousands of people in your area and these realtors already have qualified people that are looking in your area to buy your home. So most professional realtors will set up automatic searches, so when you put it in the MLS, it will send an alert to those people that are looking for a home just like yours in your area, in your price range, and those people are already qualified to buy your home. So it's critical that you do advertise in the MLS, and you can pay for that service to a degree. Now, there's a ton more marketing that you can do. You can do social media marketing, easy for me to say. You can do videos, drones, 3D tours, you name it. We actually have a 67-step marketing plan that we do for our sellers. That's a lot, and it's too much for me to cover in this video. I'm happy to send it to you, or send you, you can download it if you want to. Just drop a comment below, and we're happy to get that over to you. So marketing, the fourth piece there, is really the huge piece that a real estate agent can do for you. Now, the fifth one is a CMA. A CMA stands for competitive market analysis. Again, very easy for me to say. Must be the end of the week or something. Anyway, a CMA, what it does is it looks in your area at homes that are comparable to you, and it allows for some additions or subtractions based on things that are better or worse in your particular home compared to the market. And that'll give you the best approximation of what the value of the home should be. Now, let's talk about, you've got it advertised, you've done your CMA, you've got the proper price, you've done your staging, you've got your photography. Now you're ready for showings. Showings are going to come. Now know that the statistics say that almost 90% of all buyers are going to come with a real estate agent, okay? Those real estate agents are not your friend as the seller. They are coming on behalf of their buyer, and they're representing their buyer to the sale. Now, when they come in there, this kind of ties into the step number 7 here, which is the negotiation piece. Those real estate agents are going to be ready to negotiate. Now, the showings, you'll see that if you're working with a real estate agent, they'll tell you most of the time they want you out of the house so you don't get into negotiations with the potential buyers, or into disclosing something that you shouldn't to the potential buyers. They want you out of the home. It's kind of difficult to do that if you're showing the home yourself, because you're going to have to set all those appointments and figure out who's who, and do they have a qualified buyer or not? Are they just knocking on your door saying, hey, can I see your house? You're going to have to deal with all that if you're if you're basically showing the home yourself, and the negotiation part, which is going to be really tough. Now, let's go into step 8, which is signing the contract. So you've done everything, you've marketed, you've done showing, you've done your negotiation with a real estate agent, they bring you a contract. So you have got to sign that contract. But before you sign that contract, you have to understand it. So please, please, please read and understand that contract. And if you have questions about it, definitely ask a professional, because when you're signing it, all the terms and the dates and everything that are in there, you are agreeing to. So no, that buyer's agent is going to prepare the contract, not you. They're preparing it, they give it to you, you're agreeing when you sign everything on that. Now, most contracts have an inspection period. I'm going to tie the next 2 steps together. For step 9 here, I'm going to call it the inspection, the appraisal period. Here in Florida, our standard is kind of 10 days, which you can ask for whatever you want. That's where the buyer has basically 10 days to, or whatever the time frame is, to inspect the home. And it's like a get out of jail free card. They can cancel the sale for any reason during that time. But that's really when they do the inspections. And inspections can be very, very, very involved. Again, definitely look at the video after this where we talk about all the steps of the real estate transaction, and we'll get into what all type of inspections there are there. And then the appraisal. The appraisal is the bank's way of saying, yes, we will lend money on this home according to this value. And remember, the appraiser works for the buyer's lender. Okay, the buyer's lender is who that appraiser works for, not you as the seller. Again, we'll go more into that in the other video. And then the final piece, step 10 here, is the title and closing. The title company is going to do all the work, making sure there's no liens on here, that you can basically transfer full and equitable title to the new buyers, that nothing is outstanding, that there's no municipal liens or anything like that on the home. They're also going to give you a title insurance policy. Again, more on that in the other video. And then closing is where you are, at least in the past, you were face-to-face with the buyers of the home. You sign all the documents that transfers the title over, you hand them the keys, and you're done. Take your check to the bank, and then the buyers now own your home. Again, so that's a crash course of selling the home yourself. And if any step in there you need more information on, the follow-on video, make sure you watch that with all the steps in the real estate transaction, and we'll break those down in detail for you. I hope this information was helpful. I hope you're successful out there selling the home. Just know that you should always have a friend that's in the real estate business, and make sure that professional is truly a professional and can answer the questions for you. Again, if this is informative to you, smash that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any more tips like this. Take a look at the channel. There's a ton of information out there, whether you're a buyer, seller, investor, property manager, you name it. And we hope this information helps, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.